everyone. So today I'm sitting across Matrix Medical Private Limited. It's a flagship company which owns brands like Prism and Eclipse. And I'm sitting across with Mr. Yogesh Nagare. And sir will be today explaining to us in details about cautery machine, OT lights, OT cables. And the company has also ventured into turnkey solutions. And this is over to him, sir, where you explain us about all the products that we deal with and turnkey solutions in brief.
Yeah, we started our company around 1992. So it's almost 30 years now we have completed. We have around all over India 30,000 installations of our product. Around 20,000 electrosurgical machines and more than 8,000 lights. Last 3 years we are entering the project sales also, where we take under one loop solution, modular OT, light, table, cautery, camera and laparoscopic instruments also. But still we are in the phase of where lot of improvement needs to be done, because in India still 65 to 70% market is controlled by the foreign companies. Equipment market is controlled by foreign companies around 67%. All my good Indian manufacturers friends are only we are contributing 30%. So that needs to be increased. Government of India is also supporting us from IIT like institutes where they are helping us in research and innovation, many things. They are helping us to make some prototype products also, so that we have to have some less expenses in the research. And now that CDSCO registration has also come, so it will allow good manufacturers to sustain. Otherwise, what was happening, some people who were buying from China and they were selling with inferior quality, which was not good for the patient. And as a manufacturer, I always urge that government should always support Indian manufacturers, and Indian manufacturers should now start inventing and start spending on the more critical and research oriented products. Because where the cost is tremendous from when we buy from the imported, where the manufacturing cost can be 5 lakhs and you have to buy from 20 to 25 lakhs. So getting 30 to 40 at the cost of 30 to 40% in the foreign cost is a good feasible for thing. So our group now, our next generation also has come, all our IITians, and instead of getting a job from the foreign companies for 50-80 lakhs, they are now working with us to take this flagship agenda ahead, so that within 10 years we can bring down that 65% market share to around 40%. And I like your agenda also, where you are trying to support good manufacturers by putting them on the national level, so that many good distributors, many good manufacturers can work together. So I congratulate AIMS also, Geeta ma'am also, you also, for this very honest effort to put good people coming together to make the good products. Thank you.
Sir has actually highlighted a lot of issues in the Indian industry where, how CDS has come up with full-fledged and how it is helping Indian manufacturers. So mentioned about actually the second generation entering into the flagship model, where the vision of the company is actually, to run it and make sure that the sustainability of the industry is more prolonged ahead. So I have a question to ask you. The challenges that you face when it's a 30-year-old company, and what are the challenges that as a company you face in the initial?
See, now in the initial stage, so still we are facing when we go for the making same to same as imported products. Still there are many components which we are not getting manufactured in India.
Yes.
So you have to buy from outside world. There is a lot of import duty on that, and still scarcity of the material is always.
So what were the challenges that you faced from, see, you have an experience of 30 years in this industry?
Yeah, initially what we faced challenge, that was the capital investments and the initial challenge of getting good laborers, good skilled employees, technology. But nowadays the challenges has been different. Now, unless and until we manufacture go in the large scale, we cannot compete with the many companies. Now we have the research capacity and the caliber who can develop good products with that technology. But getting components for that, it is not easy in India. And if you try to import that component, then the cost becomes very high. And still somehow, I am not complaining, but still Indian customers have that mentality. If somebody making good product in India, they are not able to pay that cost, which they will easily pay for any foreign product. Even the features and the technology is same. But now government of India and even the many corporate hospitals are so our manufacturers, when the next generation is going to enter, they have confidence that with the product innovation, technology, and you see that medical industry is developing a lot of employments because many foreign brands are trying to have collaboration with companies like us, where we can give a very good quality product at much more lower cost also. But still, I just consider that this medical industry is still not united together like other industries.
Yes.
We don't have that voice where somebody can put our voice in terms of health minister or other thing. But now magazines like you should, in your editorial, you should start promoting that this industry is also like other industry, which is taking care of the health of the people. And it is not only make in India, but make in India for global purpose also. Because even every poor patient in the smallest of the town has right to have operated with the good instruments.
Yes.
It should not be because in you can say where the 80% population is in the rural area, because that patient doesn't mean it should not be operated with the inferior equipment. So our goal is to make same features, same technology of the imported products with highest quality and safety, so that the post-operative complications for any patient will be nil as they are using this. And I think this is motto of the most of the manufacturing firms. They all are good. It is nothing competition we feel. Everybody is doing his own job with good business, and everybody is increasing efficiency also.
I wanted to highlight on this that when it comes to turnkey solutions,
Yeah.
how is Matrix Medical? How long has it been that we've been giving turnkey solutions in this industry? What have been the challenges? Or what areas have we been able to reach out, and what is the next step?
See, now what happened in 3 to 4 years back, we found that as the doctors are now coming with the good hospitals, they have to buy a lot of things from different people. And sometimes they get deceived by the people who have just entered the medical industry. They will sell something at any price and they will vanish from the market. So we have now, you can say, 6,000 users in Maharashtra. They said we want some company who will take the responsibility of the product. So if they get one solution from modular OT to every equipment under the OT, it will be all integrated with each other. And as we are sustained for 30 years, we can still sustain for next 30 years. So we will give them service. Otherwise, to get service from individual manufacturer assembler is very difficult, because that person may change the business after 3 years, and if the product is sold by somebody, others cannot give service. So from that point, Matrix entered the one solution. Now we have been requested by most of the hospital doctors to take not only OT but ICU also. So many good companies are entering, like even from the construction also. So we are tied up with some construction company in hospitals where they are buying all solutions from us only. Now we are started giving OR integration also, from table, light, pottery, instruments, light source, pendant to OR integration. So OR integration, which maybe was given by the foreign companies for around 1 to 1.5 CR, Indian companies who are like us are giving them at a cost of 30 to 40 lakhs. So that the patient safety is taken highest care, data is saved, because now in coming future information will be the blood flow.
Yes.
So medical industry also was same thing. So for safety purpose, the data has to be very important. So we are entering that also, and for that also we are getting very good support. You will see even this conference also, you will see there are very few foreign companies and there are very big Indian companies.
Yes, that's true.
And due to this government policy, I think medical industry has got a very big boost in increasing the business.
Now, to the new generation that's venturing into the medical industry or starting things in the medical industry, what would be your principal knowledge to share to this industry? You've mentioned about the second generation in your own company who is ventured, and if you could speak about him and what is he, what is the role model that inspires him and how he's planning.
First, what was most important is the culture. That is the most important, because that we have been maintained for last 30 years. See, after 12, doctor goes to medical and we go to engineering. Ethically, we have to take oath that we will not deceive anytime to anyone, because he don't know what we are manufacturing in the machine. We don't know how we are getting operated for our kidney inside. So that is unconditional trust we have to keep each other. So culture and very integrity of the manufacturer is very important. If I am saying I am going to deliver 300 volt, I have to deliver 300 volt. If I am saying Where product is 100% safety, it has to be 100% safety. So if that culture, yeah, culture, it cannot be, because see now the new generation is coming with the MBA from IIM or Wellington. So they just know how to multiply the things, how to grow business. But growing business is the financial criteria. The basic ground remains the same, the culture, integrity, and what our family values are there, they have to be continued. Business is going to grow. Medical industry growing by 27% every year. So business has to grow by 25%. It will grow. But whether it is by maintaining family value system they are growing, that is the important. Because now every platform is ready for them. They don't have any loans or anything. You have to just like a catwalk for them. So maintaining value system and then growing is the first challenge, and we are seeing that they follow that. In our company, we are given to our next generation challenge, because in Corona we find that there are lot of 40% people are still unemployed in India. So we are given them challenge not as a turnover. Every year, 20% employment should get rise. There is no other challenge. So if he has to increase 20% employment, what will happen? He has to develop the product, he has to expand, he has to maintain the culture so that the current employees won't leave and the rise should be 20%. So their challenge is maintaining family value system, increasing the most critical issue of India, that is the employment issue. So rise by 20% in employment is their target. And maximum and reducing the import by at least 20% within next 10 years.
I think you've touched upon this interview at a very different angle, where you've spoken about the industry, you've spoken about the culture with which this company has grown, and you've also touched upon CDSU, which is, the talk in the market today and the importance of it. I thank you for your time personally, and thank you for this, interview session I've had with you.
Yeah, thank you very much, and I congratulate you.
About passing this culture that Matrix has built over 30 years and passing it to the next generation that's come up. So it's a very different topic we touched upon in today's interview. I had different questions actually in my mind, and Sir just twisted everything around. And he spoke about culture, he spoke about the industry, he spoke about these challenges and his message to you. So if you could, introduce about yourself and how you are going to, what are your stepping stones next to take this platform ahead?
So,
your name, I'll start with your name because I don't know.
My name is Priyal, and I look after the technical side of things, the operations and R&D and all of that. I think one of the most important things that I have learned as a second generation is that we have to respect the values that the first generation have built into the organization.
Right, your words.
I think we have built our brand on trust, reliability, honesty, authenticity. These are things that are very important. Automation. These are topics that we are working on. We are trying to bring those into every aspect of our work moving forward. But we have to remember the pillars that have brought us here. So I think that is how we want to take it forward.
What about?
My name is Srujanil. I look after the marketing and sales side, along with Yogesh sir. And the first thing sir he has taught me that whatever the business we are doing, always do with ethics. And never forget the background you come from. So as Priyal correctly said, that we have to go with the tradition, and the new generation is coming up. So we have to carry on whatever the values this generation
So this is a platform given to you to make business.
Yeah.
And you also, how do you feel about it? Because when we speak about job and when we speak about business, we are onto the business side, right? So what makes you? How do you feel about it? Like it's a white collar job, and what are your challenges? What do you think makes you different from your people that is in the market and doing work? The credit, of course, goes to the opportunity given to you.
Yes, of course, definitely. So that sustainability, as you mentioned, it's a 30-year-old group, and we want to run this for the next 100 years. So we think a lot about sustainability, and that is where the values come into the picture. If we have good values, then we will sustain the business in the long run. So we try to take decisions that are based on a long-term view for the organization. Try and build a team that can sustain us. So in my experience, it is easier to engage with my generation if they have a sense of vision of where the organization is headed. So that is something that we have done, that we have consciously made an effort to translate the organization's or the management's vision to the next chain of employees, chain of commands, and that has helped us in attracting good talent, retaining good talent, and helping them to build their careers along with.
Sunny is 30 years old already. So there is a big customer base we are having. And with a big customer base, I mean, there are so many senior doctors, and there's the second generation is also coming into this field.
Yes.
So anyway, directly, indirectly, it is our responsibility to whatever this generation has given to them, along with some, R&D or new technology, it is our responsibility to give it back to them.
Thank you. Thank you for this valuable time you've given to us in this exhibition. Thank you.